Hey folks, it's that time of the moon again. How you doing? We got what going on here? Oh wow, we got people in here already. Hi, I'm a little late. I'm sorry. Hi, Ann Palmer. Hi, Richard Elmore. Hi, Anna Matos. Hey, can you do a reading for me? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Okay. Oh, it's like 4 a.m. for poor Hannah. Okay, we can handle that. Okay, Andrea Hector. Yes, you may have a reading, Andrea. And Richard Elmore. Okay. And the first one that was in is Ann Palmer. And if Ann Palmer is still here, she's first. um, wow. Can you see my hat? My moon phase hat. Isn't that cool? It's my moon phase hat. I look a little purple today because God, I swear, I can't get used to myself since I lost weight and now I cannot get used to the way I look. Holy cow, I can't get used to the way I look. Um, I don't know if it's better or worse, but it's different. Anyway, hello. This is D. Ocean Swagger listening to me have my um moments here. Um, so today is we're right on the cusp of the new moon, and on the new moons and full moons, I give free tarot readings. Yay! You get 2 cards, and tonight we're going to have a card from each deck of, no, let's see. You know what? I said it was going to be, actually, if I feel like you need a different deck, I'll just do it. But one we're going to use tonight, we're going to use the Animal Totem Tarot. Okay, one. And we're going to use, I should have had this set up in advance, but I was busy doing other things. And one of the other decks. I'm not sure which other deck yet, but one of them. And so you get 2 cards. I think I just killed one of my cowboy hats. That's okay. It'll come back. Try not to get too bent out of the shape about material things. Wave killer. Sure, you can ask. Wave killer, huh? Are you a killer? Are you a killer? Oop, the cat totem is not in here. So tonight we are using it looks like the Animal Totem Tarot and the Sacred Path cards. I don't know what happened to the cat tarot. It's got to be somewhere in my room then. Okie dokie. Okay. So the tarot itself has chosen. The cards have chosen to be present. Some of them have chosen to be present and some have chosen to not be present. So, I had a cord. I brought my power bank just so that we would not have to worry about running out of power. And now the cord just kind of vanished into thin air. Oh my gosh. This stuff just disappearing, you know, is kind of like, how does it do that? Okay, I'm going to find it somehow. Hang on. Meanwhile, you guys say hello to each other because I know that takes a lot of time. Everybody's going to be like, hello, 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 hello. Hi, Skyfalls. When will Chris the Aries and I? Oh, okay, Wave Killer. I see. We will look into that then. Hang on. We'll see if I can get some timing. Timing can be kind of hard with the cards sometimes, but sometimes it does work. And we will see. Now let's hope that this works because it's a power bank. And if it works, I don't have to worry about running out of charge. So where in the heck does that go? There it is. Okay. Is it charging? Yes, it is. Yay, we're doing it. Okay, we're doing it. I'm so glad. Okay, Project Skyfalls is in. Richard Elmore is in. Wave Killer is in. Animatos has gone off to sleep. Andrea Matos has taken off, I guess. Okay. And I have my tablet just in case something happens. So I think we're just about ready. I wish I could do, oh great, I have no way to light the candle. I don't have anything to light the candle with, but then again, that's okay. You're not going to be looking at the candle anyway. So, hi, Wave Killer. Yeah, I see ya. Okay, let's see. We ready otherwise? Okay, let me turn the camera around and we'll get started. Okay, here we go. Yay! And it's open. And you can see, okay, that's good. It's always nice to be able to see what's going on. I'm going to put this down here by me so it's not in your way of seeing. And, ooh, okay, you've got some questions, some specific questions. Oh, there's the lighter. Found the lighter. I found the lighter. Hang on. See if I can do this without getting wax all over me and the floor and whatever else, my cards. Okay, just give me a minute here. If I can have the, I would prefer to have the candle if I can. Okay, I managed to do it. It's very hard. I'm getting a candle lighting thing so that with a long neck so that I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so we have people with questions. Okay, and the first one, what I'm going to kind of do is I'm going to see Animatos. Okay, so the first person in that's still here is Richard Elmore. So Richard, here we go. This one's for you. And then we have Wave Killers, the next one. Okay, and then Project Skyfalls. Every new and full moon, we give free card readings. You get 2 cards, and welcome to Ocean's Deep Blue, D Ocean's Deep Blue. I'm D Ocean, and this is my channel. We are experiencers here. Please be kind to the experiencers, and if you run into some disagreements in chat, remember everybody experiences things in their own way. Please respect people. And the other thing is, my disclaimer is, this is just tips, tricks, and hacks for playing that massively multiplayer, total immersion, holofractal learning game called Life on Planet Earth, and has nothing to do with real life, which takes place outside the Matrix. Okay, now let's get to the cards. So Richard is up first. Storyteller, expansion. It sounds like your world is expanding in some way. Probably because you've got some things to say. You've been, this is telling your story, expanding your circle of friends. This is a really good card if you're trying to make new friends or trying to expand your business or whatever. This is a good card. This would be a fine card to have in that case. Would one of my dear mods please drop a link in, since I didn't have a chance to do that, drop a link in our MeWe at some point that I'm on, just to remind people that I'm on. Because I can never be sure if the notes hit them or not, if the notes get to them or not. Okay, so let's see. And by the way, if you have an inkling and you like the show, there. Okay. And Richard, what goes with that? What does the Animal Totem Tarot have to say? And it is the world. Wow. That's great. Oh, Richard, well, good times. Good times, Richard. The world. Opportunities opening up for you. There are some really good things opening up for you. Let me read what it says in this book. The world card is a good card, though. Generally. We'll make sure. Because in different books, some people see it a little differently. If it's upside down, you read upside down. But I don't. It's too... Okay, the star, moon, the sun, the world should be the world. A toll. And the book says, do you know what conditions are necessary to create a thriving new world? There is a special ingredient list and everything has to come together at the exact same time. It is not easy to complete and sustain a thriving ecosystem, but With time, patience, and perseverance, it can be done. Miss any one step or one ingredient, and you will not get that which can sustain life. Instead, you will just get a momentary look at what could have been. This is the message of the atoll. Atolls are fascinating as they truly are a complete thriving world. They take millions of years to develop, and if the right elements are not present, they cannot grow. Atolls are coral reefs that grow in the energy of underwater volcanoes. First, the volcano erupts, piling up lava on the seafloor, and as it continues to erupt, the lava pile elevates and grows higher, eventually breaking the surface until it becomes an oceanic island. The volcanic energy from below mixed with the sun above provides the perfect conditions for the reefs to be birthed out of the ocean. In this respect, they show the completed cycle of creation, just as the world card shows the completion of the journey through the major arcana. Coral is considered an animal and not a plant. It grows, feeds, and dies. The type of corals that build reefs are called hermatypic corals. These amazing creatures attract an abundance of other life to come and take up residency in the world they created. The atoll itself is the completed journey of this world's creation, just as the world card in the major arcana marks the completion of the Fool's Journey. This is a card of completion, which the Fool's Journey is, of course, also the hero's journey. This is a card of completion. Something will come to an end, has ended, or the conditions to build a new and wonderful world are being spotlighted. Endings are also beginnings, for as one cycle slows down and begins to end, another has already started and is gaining momentum. Just like the atoll, there is always new life waiting at the end of the creation process. In business, projects wind down and start to be finalized. Make sure that the creative energy continues. Let's see. If you break the creative cycle, it's hard to start up again. If you keep the world spinning, so to speak, the creative channels stay open and you can transition from one project to the next without too much need to get motivated. Start something new before you finish and keep the pathways open. The world can represent being whole. Whole is another word for complete. This card asks if you are being present in your current relationships. Are you totally invested in your relationships? Do the people you claim to love get all of you or only bits? The world asks you to bring all of you to the relationship to be whole and complete in your dealings of the heart. Only then will others be prepared to do the same. In the world of health, we live in a reflection of the world we have inside of it. What does yours look like? Is it clean and full of beauty, or dirty, dark, and full of unsavory things? When we can all learn to honor the world inside us, the planet will also be honored. The atoll says the conditions to make the world a better place are inside you. If you were to create your own ideal world, what would it look like? What conditions do you need to create the life you want to live? And what areas of your life have you finally conquered? Wow. That's pretty heavy, Richard, but it's really good. Like I said, the world is generally a good card. It means that new things are coming, old things are ending. It's a beginning and ending card. If I got this in relationship to our eco village, I would be thrilled because this is exactly what I have in mind. We build a thriving system. That would be wonderful. So this can be a business, this can be a relationship, this can be a household, anything like that, that you're finishing something up to start something new. And this is expansion. Good for you. Congratulations. Congratulations, Richard. Looks like good things are coming your way. Okay. Wave Killer is next. When will Chris the Aries and I reconcile? Okay. Timing can be difficult. And yes, you can get a card, Skyfalls. Absolutely. Wave Killer. Okay, Wave Killer. Okay, Killer. Great Smoking Mirror. Things aren't clear right now. Time to reflect. Reflect on what's really going on in this relationship that you're asking about when you can be reconciled. I'm hearing, when are you going to reconcile with yourself about everything that's going on? I know that's not what you want to hear. You want to hear a date, you want to hear how many days, but the truth is, a lot of this is going to depend on you and how you reconcile with yourself. And that's what the smoking mirror is also telling us to reflect and look at ourselves, and also realize that between us and other people, we are not seeing the same thing. There is a different filter that they see things through from us, which is why I always say respect the people who are experiencers, because everybody sees things in their own way. So you really need to keep in mind that the person that you're talking about is seeing things different, and also with their own filters. So it's that this particular card is not necessarily giving a time, but I'll see if I can get that. Or it's not giving a date, it's giving a time, not a date. Oh, your card just hopped out. And your card is the King of Cups. Now, this usually is an older man, and he's very emotional. He can be very emotional. He's usually a water sign, but that looks like a beaver, and if that's beaver, he can also be a builder. Okay, let's see what the book says about it. Hi, Hajia, Rahim. Hope I'm saying that right. Welcome. Okay, so King of Cups. Let's look him up. Okay, had him for a minute there. Did you know that what you build with your skills can literally change the landscape around you? All you have to do is trust that your gifts are not just for you alone, but were given to you to be of service to those around you. You just never really know what sort of impact you'll have until you become active in playing the part that only you were created for. Beavers have the ability not only to change the landscape around them, but completely create a brand new ecosystem. Here we are talking about ecosystems again. Wow. Cut and build dams is what they do. Before the wolves were reintroduced to Yellowstone National Park, the beavers had all but left, but now that the wolves are back, so are the beavers somehow. The water is now flowing in places it was not before, and life has changed along the waterways of the national park. King of Cups is a master of the watery world. He knows how to harness and channel the energy of water to create whatever outcome he so chooses. The mastery means he never allows his emotions to derail him from his goal. If anything, he knows how to use them to his advantage, so much so that he needs to catch himself before he goes too far and starts manipulating those around him. The King of Cups asks, are your emotions distracting or hindering your business in any way, or are they moving everything along nicely in the direction you wish to flow? It's easy to allow overwhelming fears to creep into your daily business practice, but be mindful that these heavier emotions do end up costing you in the long run. Beaver asks you to look at how water is playing out in your current relationships. Are the emotional waters in your relationships flowing naturally, or are you manipulating them for your own personal gain? It is easy for the king to get what he wants, but he also understands that it's his job to honor all involved, not just himself. In health and well-being, what are your personal drinking habits? It may sound like an odd question, but when the King of Cups shows up in a reading, every time an alcoholic is involved. The beaver needs clean flowing water to bring health and well-being to himself and the world he is creating, and so do you. Monitor your liquids and make sure you are not polluting the life-giving waters you need to thrive. Right now, would you say you are the master of emotions, or do they master you? Where in your life do you need to redirect the energy flow, and how can you bring new life to your home or office today? Now, it's very hard for me to give you an exact time from these cards because they're not giving me a time. However, like I said, what they are giving me is a condition of how you get, how you reconcile. You reconcile when you get control of these factors. When you, this is separation has happened, so you can reflect on things and who is this person really? If this person is the King of Cups, you're going to have to look at this matter realistically as you can and pragmatically and not let your emotions rule you. And when you can get your own self in order, then you can reconcile with him. So it's not a set date. It is all depending on you. And then after examination, if you still feel you want to reconcile, you'll be able to do it. But I have a funny feeling that something else may happen in the meantime. This break may have happened because taking a break like this may have happened because you need to examine some other possibilities. Okay? Hello, Andrea Hector is back. How are you doing? Anna Matos has taken off. But I'll do her a reading because it's 4 a.m. for her. Okay, you're here, Andrea, so I will do your reading, and we'll keep Anna. We'll keep Anna in the rotation, but okay. So Andrea, this is you. That's okay. Well, does he? Does he drink? Wave killer. No, but really, you had 2 very watery cards. So, whoa. Andrea, the card that fell out for you is Death and Rebirth. Did you have a specific question? There's a Death and Rebirth card here. And because it just kind of fell out, I'm going to give you another one in this regard. And victory, advancement, not a victory, advancement. Okay, this is an older person. This is a older person, someone who's earned their honors, so to speak. That's what this is, advancement. So let's see Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Is this person a lot older than you? Because the tortoise is kind of giving me a feeling of age, too. Should be back here. But this book does everything a little bit different. Okay, we're almost there. Nine of Pentacles, the tortoise. And the tortoise says, you already have all that you need right where you are. So take it easy, slow down, just this once, allow yourself to stop and smell the roses. It's okay to relax for a moment. That's interesting in a relationship reading. That's rather interesting. It's okay to relax for a moment because where you are safe and protected. Here in this garden, no one needs or wants anything from you. So relax, take a deep breath, and count your blessings. The tortoise is one of Earth's gentle giants. He moves at his own slow pace, carrying all of his possessions with him. Everything he could need is with him in his shell, away from prying eyes. And let's see. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of how to build and sustain resources over the long term. There's nothing short-term about this card. Well, that sounds good. The garden in which the Pentacles and Tortoise find themselves also shows how things grow, change, and rejuvenate over time. The Nine of Pentacles offers a lesson about stamina and the long haul. Do what needs to be done so that what you need in the future will be taken care of. Well, that's interesting. When it comes to business, it's very easy to get caught up in the making of money, but money itself comes and goes. What stays is wealth. Wealth and money are not the same thing, and they require two totally different mindsets. Which mindset are you using to build your business? The tortoise moves slowly, and he's not in a hurry. Instead, it takes time to enjoy the scenery. Say the same with your relationship. Take time to enjoy where you are right now with your partner. Stop worrying about what comes next. Card gives you everything you need to know for this relationship to grow. You just need to be present and aware of it in the moment. Slow and steady wins the race, basically, is tortoise, including eating and learning to enjoy the current space you occupy. Health is not a race to the finish, it's an ongoing form of dedication and devotion, and it takes time. Are you chasing money or interested in building wealth? Do you need to slow down and take time to really explore all the gifts you have? Where do you need to protect what you have so it can grow and multiply? So, really, what I'm seeing here, something's ending, something new is beginning. These are not tarot cards up here. These are actually sacred path cards. So these are Native American lessons. The shaman's death is about death of an ego, death of the ego. And it's about letting something end so that something new can be born. The advancement card, the war bonnet card here, is something that an elder got, and he earned all these feathers. So this is earning those feathers. And the tortoise is saying, take things slow. And it's interesting that this is about longevity, and this is saying life and death, you know. This is saying coming and going. It's saying take everything slow. Stop and smell the flowers. Um, don't rush anything. Enjoy what you have and enjoy what's in front of you, what's right in front of you, and let things grow at a slow pace naturally. Okay. So, Andrea, what Tarot Destroyer? Great name to come to a tarot party, huh? Um, what's up with that? Um, well, but if you're saying tincture of dandelion may slow the production of spike proteins. Well, we know this, what you're talking about, I've mentioned uh, things on my program about this, about what we've found. Um, but everybody has to have their own opinion. Everybody has to have their own choice. I am very much about people choosing whether or not they want to be experimented on. Um, so anyway, Andrea, it's saying take things slow. Take things very slow. Okay? Take things very slow. Enjoy when you see them, enjoy yourself. Hudia, Hadia, Hadia. Okay, Hadia. Rahim. Interesting. Okay. Yes. So that is the talking about right now, what we're talking about right now. Oh, well, I just did explain them, Andrea. I just said you need to take the relationship slow. This is a tortoise. He's saying, slow down, stop and smell the roses. Enjoy what time you do have when you have it. Don't rush anything. This takes time. This is going to take time. Something is ending for something else to begin. Something must end for something else to begin. In your relationship, if you already have somebody in your life, that's got to end before the new thing that can begin. But this can be a card of rebirth. And so if you're starting a relationship with somebody, this could be saying it's just at the start. This is saying you're going to have to earn the relationship. It won't come easily. There will be some tests. Okay. You'll have to work at it, and you'll have to take it slowly and not rush it in order for it to work. I thought that was pretty clear, really. 15 years old already. So, oh, your Leo boyfriend, Carlos, he wants to take it slow. Okay, because I'm reading back on what you're asking. You're an Aries with a Leo. We'll see you're both fire signs, and that's good. But it's good to take things slowly. Talking about moving in, Andrea, take it slow. That's a big commitment. That's a big commitment. Yeah, that's slow down, girl. Don't move that fast. It's not good. Let the relationship develop before you start moving in with people. And even then, you won't know really what you're dealing with for a while. With a relationship, I would not recommend that you do any thinking about moving in until you've known the person, till you know the person really well, and you think about it. Uh, think it through. Okay. And that may not be what you wanted to hear. But you know, you got to think about yourself too. Is, things can happen when you're living together. It's not that easy. I've been married, I can tell you right now. I was best friends with my husband, but living together can change things. Can really change things a lot. Okay, Project Skyfalls. Okay, you've been with him for 5 years. And he's okay. Well, if you've been with him for 5 years, I guess then you know something about him, but you haven't seen him for a while. Maybe he's getting cold feet. It was his idea to move in, but you haven't heard from him in a while. Really, with those cards, yes, it's a change. Something occurs which moves it forward. That would be a birth of something new. If you moved in, I suppose that would be the death and rebirth card. Um, the advancement card is moving ahead. So it's not saying don't do it, don't move ahead. It's more like it's saying take your time about moving ahead and make sure that that's really where the direction needs to go. So its advice is once again for you to just slow down and take things a step at a time. Now, 5 years is a long time, but I dated my husband for 3 years before we got married. And then in the first year of marriage, I started to wonder why I did that. So um, you got to be careful. You got to adjust to each other. Um, even if you move in together, you're going to have some time adjusting to each other. So it's still saying take it slow. Well, and people can kind of waver. They can like get an urge and say, let's do this. And it sounds like a great idea. And then later on go, think, oh, and start thinking about all of this stuff that it means and all of the changes that it means. Because there's a lot of changes that go with moving in with somebody. It's not that cut and dried. Um, so I would say when this happens, as you take it slow, I would say this has a chance to be a long relationship. Because I'm seeing the tortoise, a long and healthy relationship. So don't rush it. Okay? Does that help any, Andrea? Okay, on to Project Skyfalls. 5 years is a good run. So yeah, guess you know each other. Okay. Ooh. Hi, James Ortiz. Hi, Jeanette. Project Skyfalls. Okay, hang on. Would one of my mods please drop into our MeWe chat that I'm on? Project Skyfalls. The healing. Medicine Bowl is healing. And remind me what your question. Yes, I am, Jeanette. I'm giving free readings tonight. You had a particular question, though. Did you have a particular? You had a question, Skyfalls, and I can't remember it. Oh, gee. I'm thinking I may have the wrong cards out. This looks like a lover's night. Looks like we have a lot of people asking about love relationships tonight. Can you feel the love tonight? Do my angel have good news for me this month, like abundance? Okay. Medicine Bowl says healing. It looks like they're focusing more on healing. Healing and a medicine bowl can also be used to look into the future. Time keeps on ticking, ticking, ticking into the future. I'm gonna fly like an eagle. Well, and your card that hopped out is the King of Pentacles. Yeah, there's gonna be some money. There's gonna be some abundance. So healing and abundance. That's pretty damn good, really. Yeah, you're gonna have some good stuff coming. I wanna fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle. Let my spirit carry me. I wanna fly like an eagle till I'm free. Fly right into the future. King of Pentacles. So I'm going to look him up now and see what the book says about the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is an older man with some money. And he knows how to spend his money. And he knows how to save his money. So he's nobody's fool. He's a solid guy. He's usually an earth sign. Oh, come on. I'm not doing a major arcana. I'm doing... Okay. Got him. Nope. Almost had him. Where did you go? Where did you go? Ooh. Okay, here we go. The King of Pentacles is a bison. And actually, to the Native Americans, the bison also represents abundance. So this is really a good A really good card if you're asking about abundance. So, how you doing, Bomber? Um, so the Bison says where you are is as good as it's going to get until you can master the here and now. In this place, you have all you need to tether yourself to a past that can no longer sustain you or provide you with tools you require to build a life fit for a king. The secret is to stop looking at what is around you and start focusing on what is inside you, for it is the conditions of the inner landscape that determine the outcome of your physical world. Or, in other words, what we are saying, create it. First, you dream it up. First, you imagine. Then you speak it, and then it comes into being. So, the King of Pentacles is master of resources, and no one knows more about how to use all the resources available to them than the American bison. Bison has not just evolved, it's thrived in some of the harshest conditions in North America, having been nearly hunted to the point of extinction. From scorching summer heat to freezing below zero winter winds, Bison has mastered the lesson of thriving no matter where he is planted. He is truly the king, the essence of the King of Pentacles. It's all about mastering where you now stand, realizing you have more than enough and can easily and effortlessly obtain what you need when you need it. It's all a matter of perspective. The king proudly shows off his pinnacle prize, almost daring you to challenge him. His scarred face shows the path to where he now stands was not easy, as he had to stand his ground and to bend his vision on more than one occasion. But in the end, it was worth it. The king that can hold on to a vision long enough to see it manifest into physical form. The King of Pentacles wants you to push through fears. He can either do it nice or the hard way, and the choice is yours. Take a look at what your resources really are. Make sure you include your skills. Most people truly look at money, but this is limiting and inaccurate. Take an account of your strengths and the strengths of those around you. Bison wants you to understand that things may not always be easy, but they are very simple. If he can create magic in the harsh conditions, so too can you. It's not so much what you have, but what you are capable of believing you can achieve. The bison is connected to the third eye chakra, the energy center for inner vision. It is our third eye that you imagine what you wish to create. It is where you hold the vision of your goals and how you empower your dreams. Master your visions, focus your goals, and create, just like the king. How can you tap into the talent and potential that is currently at your disposal? Are you really following up every lead, or are you being lazy and making excuses? If you got up every single day and took one step toward your vision, goal, or dream, how do you think the universe would respond? Well, that's just what I said in the first place. This is saying, in the realm of healing, healing is very possible with this card. Something in you is healing, and maybe it is something in you concerning prosperity. It could also be, as well as a physical thing, it can also be an attitude or a judgment. With the King of Pentacles, this is yes, um, wealth, abundance, material things come to you uh, with work, but they do come. So you are going to get some abundance. So it says, and when you get it, take good care of it. You know how to, make sure you invest it wisely. And when you create things, remember you are the creator of the future. You are creating abundance with your thoughts. And if you wanted a message from your angels, really, what I'm getting is, as you master the way you think about things, you'll become more of a master of the material plane. It's just what I was saying, and just what this card here is saying. To remember that you create. If you first you imagine, and then you speak it, and then it starts to come into being on the first on the causal plane, and then it finally comes down into the physical plane. So create wisely. I always say that. You're a creator. Create wisely. Okay. Create wisely and well, but be prepared for it to work. When you do, okay? It's going to work. Who's next? I don't get around much anymore. Bummer. You don't go to many live streams anymore. She's going to have her hands in chicken for a bit. Yes. Yes. Who is next? James Ortiz has to go for an hour. Everybody is coming and going and going and coming, and all is too soon. I'm tired. I'm not tired right now. Actually, I'm fine. I'm wondering why Me Woman is not coming in, though, because she wanted to come in today. And by the way, for those of you who met her yesterday, last night, I think she has forgotten that it's time to come in. But honestly, she's got some very good, interesting things to tell us. And she is going to be coming in on Wednesday to talk about them, or she has agreed to come in on Wednesday to talk about them. You're welcome. Fluidity. Fluidity. That's like humidity. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? Because I know she wants to come. Bomber, I know you got your hands in chicken. Can you take a minute to drop with a word into MeWe that, or somebody with a wrench, to drop a word into MeWe with that we're on, if you can, or as soon as you can. I understand if you trying to do it with chickeny fingers. I'm going to try and get on my tab and see what I can accomplish. Not some nonsense on that. And try and see if I can get there. And I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with this. I'm thinking I should start to have, I should start to use this to do the show and use my phone to call people and or do other things. I don't know. Anyway, I kind of wish I had it the other way around. So who is next? I'm so confused. Who's next? Who is in after Sky Falls? We did Andrea. Okay, well, Tara Destroyer wanted to talk about tincture of dandelion and give us a warning, I guess. Well, that's okay. Very strange name, though. Okay, I'm gonna do Ann Palmer real quick here. I think. Do Ann Palmer so that she can come in and read it and watch it and find her reading. Giveaway ceremony came up. Something, time to release something. You get a gift or you give a gift, but this is usually about releasing. This is usually about something needs to be given away. You need to just give it away. And this can be an attitude, or it can be a physical item. It can be physical items. It can be to just give it away. Don't keep things that you don't need anymore. And that can be relationships too. So let's see. But usually it's physical things. Quite often it's physical things. Okay. And thank you. Thank you. Oh, you did about 45 minutes. Richard also did about 45 minutes ago. It's really weird because me woman, we had a long talk today and she wanted really to show up tonight. And I just got a message from her. It's like she didn't get the notice or something. It's really weird. YT isn't here either. I wonder what the heck happened. I mean, YJ. What did I say? YT? YouTube. No, well, YouTube is here. YJ is not here. Overlander. Okay. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. The 7 of Pentacles. I will look it up. Look at that lovely stag. Pentacles is usually about money and material things. So, almost there. Hang on. Okay. Have you ever noticed how restless you become when you are waiting for something to happen? No matter what you do or where you go, this restless energy just seems to be right there, bubbling under the surface. A mix of both anticipation and anxiety. You know something's about to happen, and you can feel it. Yet this holding pattern makes you nervous about how it's all going to work out. The best cure is to start practicing like it is already here. Start now, and by the time it all falls into place, you won't even notice the difference. That is the message from Elk. In this card, we see an adolescent elk in limbo, too young to mate, too old to play with the younger elk. All he can do is practice what he will do when it is time to step out of the uncomfortable in-between energy. The 7 of Pentacles is the waiting card. When it shows up, it lets you know that you are in a holding pattern. The good news is, just like young elk, there is only one direction you can go, and that's forward. Timing is key with this card, as you have to be ready when things shift and you are able to move ahead. The elk prepares for this shift by practicing being a full-grown elk, faking it till he makes it. The 7 of Pentacles tells you to do the same. You may be feeling like your business is standing still. Welcome the energy of 7 of Pentacles. When the biggest inner growth is happening, the outside world seems to have been put on pause. This, however, is not a sign for you to stop doing what you are doing, but for you to put aside your doubt. It is moving, even if you can't see it right now. Building a good relationship takes time, sometimes lots and lots of time. Just because it isn't all rainbows and fireworks doesn't mean it never will be. In fact, this indicates a huge growth spurt. So don't give up yet. Instead, be like the young elk and fake the fireworks and rainbows until you can truly see them. Your physical body is the very last place things show up, be it wellness, illness, weight gain, or weight loss. Your body is the last to show signs. But just because it's the last place for healing to show doesn't mean it won't show. Healing is taking place. Things are shifting, moving, and changing. Believe with all your might that you're about to have a tremendous breakthrough, and you really will get into the vortex of the Seven of Pentacles. How are you tending to your manifestation garden? In what ways can you, like the young elk, fake it till you make it? And where in life do you feel you have reached a plateau? So it's saying you got to keep on keeping on. Things are changing, but you got to wait for the timing to kick in. That's what that's about. Okay. And that was that Ann Palmer. Okay. Animatos. Animatos. Who is not here. Ten of Pentacles. This is usually a very favorable card. Ten of Pentacles. Pen of Tentacles. That would be something entirely different. A Pen of Tentacles. I don't think I'd like that. Kind of spooky sounding. Kind of sounds like you're trapped in a cage with an octopus or something. Ugh. Okay. Yeah. Drum. Timing. Once again, we're talking about timing. Timing is everything, really, in so many ways. Time has got to hit right or it doesn't work out. And oh, Chrissy Black, I didn't see you. If you rewatch this, or if you come back in, let me know. Okay. And Jeanette would be next, I guess, or James. I think it might be James next. Yeah, James will be next. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. Pin tickles. Because they tickle. No, they don't. Okay. Okay, Ten of Pentacles is rabbit. Some say I'm lucky, some consider me a pest, but no one can argue about my ability to multiply rapidly. There's a reason rabbits breed. Well, like rabbits, it's part of our survival. No, it's part of our legacy. The more we create, the more we have to share. Our gifts not only benefit us, but those around us. We play our part in the physical world, even if it means ending up someone else's dinner. Message from Rabbit. Rabbits are without a doubt a symbol of multiplying abundance. Who hasn't heard the expression breeding as fast as rabbits? Mixed with the Ten of Pentacles, these rabbits want you to take notice of more than your money. You may have finished your journey through the Suit of Pentacles, but you're not alone with what is possible in the physical world. Huh. This card says, well, good for you. You made it, but now what? Rabbit energy moves fast. Means this moment won't last long unless you do something with it. Go ahead and admire your handiwork, but prepare to move on to do something even more meaningful and more long-lasting. The rabbit speaks more of legacy than of continued accumulation. And Andrew Carnegie said that it was his divine purpose to make as much money as possible in the first half of his life. And I am having trouble getting a page turn. So he could spend the last half of his life giving away. Now, how will your business be remembered, and how is it building a legacy outside of its profit? Can you take the blessings of your family into your community? Can you take a bag of groceries to your local food bank? Join together with family and friends to donate money to a cause. Rabbit and Ten of Pentacles asks you to extend your good fortune out into the world around you. Count your blessings today. Sing your gratitude loudly as possible. Let the universe know you want more of this. Focus on what you do have today and let the feelings of thanks multiply until they fill your body up. The rabbit asks, what will you do now that you have what you need? How will you maintain your resources and keep yourself and your abundance healthy? What gifts have you been hiding that those around you need right now? So, Rabbit is saying, yes, there is abundance, and now it's time to multiply it. It's time to see what you can do also to give it away, some of it away. And actually, when you give away some, that makes room for more and different stuff to come. So it's also saying share with your community. But rhythm and internal timing is saying there's something happening that you need to take care of immediately, not later. Okay? It's a very immediate thing. So look around. What is it you have to do right now? Do that. Because there's something that you're not getting done that needs to get done. There is a deadline. There is something that is passing. The other message of this card is guard your heart. Okay. Because the heart is your drum. James Ortiz, you're next. Oh, come on now. Okay. You're seeing bunnies. Bunnies multiply. That is a good sign. That is a very good sign. Bunnies are a good sign, generally. It means multiply. Things are multiplying. Oops, something dropped. I wasn't paying attention, and a card dropped. 2, 3 cards. Holy cow. Any more? Well, darn. Hang on. I wasn't paying enough attention and the cards dropped. I'm going to have to get them back. Hang on. Okay. Now I can't breathe because my sinuses just closed up when I did that. Okay. I'm going to have a redo here. Every night has its own challenges. Your puppy tried to run after the bunny. Okay. James Ortiz. Okay. Queen of Swords. Well, you know what? I already can tell you she's a no-nonsense lady. She says things got to be just thus and so. Queen of Swords is a no-nonsense lady. She's a air sign. Isn't it? Yeah. And everything's got to be thus and so. So it says dot all your I's and cross your T's. But don't cross your I's and dot your T's. That won't work. Okay. The Sacred Path cards say healing again. Interesting. This is about healing. James Ortiz. Healing, it's a good time for healing now. Healing is quite possible. And the Queen of Swords is, like I said, a female air sign often. So let's see what other message she has. Oh, you missed it. Oops. Swords. Come on. Okay. We had such a good night last night, and then something happened tonight, I'll tell you that much. Hey, Marilena, how you doing? Oh, YJ, there you are. We were wondering where you went. Me woman wanted to come tonight too, and she's dropped me a message, but she's not here, so I don't know what's going on. But we've all got to tease her a little bit when she comes in because I gave her a wrench. I talked to her today on WhatsApp, and I gave her a wrench, so I'm going to tell her that I dropped a wrench somewhere, and I'm wondering if she can tell me where I put it. And then we can kid her and tell her that she looks kind of blue. Okay, Queen of Swords says, I know I can be cold when I need to be bold when I have to be, blunt as I can be. There is much to do. You got to get to it. There's time for discussion. There's time for decision making. Time for discussion is over. Time to make a decision and get on with it. In the wild, decision making is often accompanied by a sense of urgency. In the time it takes to get something done, the deadlier it can become. The Queen lets you know your time is up. It's now or never. It's now or never. You must take her sword and cut the ties that bind you to procrastination and liberate yourself from the cycle of inaction. The mind is good at trapping you and making you believe you have all the time in the world, but this is not the case, and the wolf wants to make sure you truly understand that. In order to fully embrace the energy of this queen, you need to be able to feel the urgency of your own situation, for until you feel it, you will not be able to move forward in the life you say you wish to create. Women in business often have to channel the energy of the Queen of Swords. This is the inner strength of a strong leader, and it's not comfortable to embrace, for it brings with it labels and judgments that are less than flattering. You have no time to worry about perceptions of others. Embrace this energy and clear the path to your next grand point of expansion. You have a strong female role model when it comes to cutting through crap. This queen won't stand for any nonsense. The wolf won't have the time, and neither do you. Don't allow those around you to keep pussyfooting around. End the drama once and for all with a swing of your sword and move on. The wolf knows beyond a shadow of a doubt what she needs to sustain her. She's strong-willed, focused, and does not allow herself to be distracted. Take a note from this Queen's Handbook and embrace these qualities so you can reach your healing goals once and for all. How have you allowed your words to be your weapon of choice? What urgent decision have you been putting off? Where in your life do you find yourself needing to be more like this queen? It sounds like you have to make a decision now. And with the healing card sitting there, this has probably something to do with your health. And I would say You have to be decisive because it's time to make a decision. What camp are you in? Which kind of medicine do you believe in? Who's your doctor? Who's your best doctor? Either way, a decision about your health needs to be made, and made soon. I'll ask the angels to help you make that decision. Okay? Okay. Oh, it came true yesterday. Oh. Strength. Yes, strength. That can be a very hard card sometimes. Hello, dear. Okay, who's next? We have the new people. I think we did all the new people. I'm not sure. Jeanette. Okay. Okay, so Jeanette can go back and relook at this. We'll really quickly do Jeanette. Okay. So she can come back and see it. No. What am I doing? Stop that. Okay. Now, Jeanette. Whoa. It's the death card, Jeanette. Don't be afraid, though. Usually doesn't mean a physical death. It usually means something ends. The end of something. And the beginning of something else. Every time something ends, something else starts. So this is nothing to be afraid of. And we'll get to a bigger meaning of that in a few minutes. About a minute, a few seconds. If I can get this closed. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's safe now. Um, well, yeah, things move so much, YJ, that, you can influence your future, absolutely. Okay. So looking too far ahead can sometimes be kind of futile. Okay, prayer and inner peace. Okay, Jeanette, something you have to make peace with. You have to find inner peace. Let me find it. Death, the California condor. That which I am may not be pretty to you, but I serve a deep divine purpose, and I'm more than happy to fulfill it. We each play our part in the divine plan. I know without a shadow of a doubt I'm playing mime. I get to take what is no longer required and transform it through a cycle of death and rebirth. The universe needs to keep its cycle of creation moving, and I'm happy to be one of its stewards of transformation. There is no denying that the New World vultures bring the business of death right up in our face. It's as if they want us to see what is left behind. We seem to not want to know what happens to an empty vessel once the soul has left it behind. The business of what happens after death is not pleasant inner conversation. Yet somehow in the knowledge of completion comes the power of regeneration. In a consumer-based world, the condor brings with it other lessons. It consistently asks the question, what happens to the material world and all its objects when they are no longer wanted and cast away? What aspect of death have we forgotten about when it comes to unwanted things? Out of sight does not mean out of mind, the condor bluntly reminds us. The death card deals less with physical death of a person, but more with the business of death as a whole. The energy of endings permeates the card. And yet, death, well, that page does not want to come unstuck. I don't know. It's a cycle. It's not a one-way trip. The energy is in every aspect of our physical experience. In fact, there's not one part of this material world where death does not play out its cycle game. When this card turns up in a business reading, it lets you know something's come to an end. Trying to stop it is a moot point, but you have to handle it correctly. If not, it'll be hard to move on and grow. See what's going on. It needs to come to completion and focus on finishing it. In relationships, the card can bring the energy of new life. Relationships go through cycles, each with their own beginning and end. It's time for one of these cycles to come to pass. This is a good thing because it means something new is about to spring forth for you and those you love. Holding on to energy, belongings, or situations which don't serve you won't create the life you want, so let them go and let the energy of death do its thing. The California condor also represents coming back from the brink of its own death. This once endangered species is making healthy and welcome comeback. To be honest, we need more reminders in our world of death and the part it plays in our lives. For to truly understand newness, we must first get comfortable with the energy of death. How many ideas have you had that you have rejected outright or have been talked out of by other people? How many relationships have come and gone, whose energy you have not fully released yet, allowing the energy to leave its old form and be rebirthed anew? How many carcasses do you have stacked up in your energy field? What this card is saying in this deck is that ending is a path to beginning. So in relationships, it depends on where you are. It could be that something is winding down, but if it is, it's to make way for something new. The pipe says this is something you're going to have to pray and make peace with. And if you do, the new comes about. The new thing comes. And so it's saying by letting go, you bring in the new, okay? By letting go of the things that don't work, you bring in something new that does work. Okay. Who is next? 22/11/22. Wow. The last day of the portal. Cool. Cool, Marilena. I was worried you weren't coming, me woman. Hey, by the way, I dropped a wrench. Anybody see where I put it? Me woman, you're looking kind of blue. you notice anything? Do you feel any different? You feel any different? You got a wrench, me woman. You have a wrench. That's so you can drop links and stuff. Right. I was worried about you. You sent me a message while I was streaming. I'm there going, doesn't she know I'm streaming? Okay, who is next, honestly? Can somebody tell me who's next? Because I've lost track now. I've totally lost track. Hang on. We did James. We did Skyfalls. I think we did Jeanette. Bomber. Okay, so it looks like Bomber and Bomber YJ, maybe Bomber YJ. Bomber came in before YJ, and then Marilena, me woman. I'm not sure how it happened. Please give me a clue. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Bomber. Okay. I'm pretty sure Bomber came in then. Then came Bomb. Then came the Bomber. Okay. Great Smoking Mirror. Reflections. Once again, we've got the card of reflections. The card of needing to take a good look in the mirror and reflect upon what you see and realize also that things are not clear. Things are not looking clear to you. You're kind of blurry or foggy. And so this is a card of clearing things up and taking a good look and reflecting upon things. Okay. And the other card that goes with that is, yeah, find out. If this is going a lot smoother, I'm going to have to, every time, just decide which cards we're using and just use them, because trying to let people pick just takes too long and gets too confusing. So we'll just have we'll mix them up every time. And that's how we'll get them all used. Bomber. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. So, whoa, it's the Seven of Swords. Interesting. Seven of Swords. Okay, it's a ferret. We all have a sneaky side. It's a necessary skill for our survival. Whether you have to be the one who's sneaky or be the one able to spot sneaky other ones. The art of deception is not to be taken for granted. Smoke mirrors and sleight of hand all have their place. The real trick is knowing when and where to use them. That's the ferret's message. Now look at this. It just mentioned, once again, smoke mirrors and sleight of hand. Great smoking mirror. The Seven of Swords is often referred to as the thief card. But to be honest, I think it's an unnecessary judgment of the energy it represents. To be fair, we all have to use a little sleight of hand once in a while. Truly does not serve us to be transparent 100% of the time. However, lesson is knowing when we are doing it to benefit ourselves and when we're using it to harm. The ferret is a member of the weasel family, just like its cousin, has the ability to move in and out of tight, tricky places. The ferret teaches us how to use stealth as a form of protection, as well as a form of play. And never forget that some surprises are actually good, and sometimes need to keep things out of view from others is absolutely necessary. One of the first rules of manifestation is not to share your plans or ideas, so you can keep the energy protected as it grows. The fair can show you how to do that. How to protect your ideas. Just for now, claim what is divinely and rightfully yours and keep to yourself. But are you being totally forthcoming in your relationships? The Seven of Swords might be the sly card, but being sly and sneaky in a relationship will always come back and bite you on the bum. Remember, ferrets have razor sharp teeth. I have no idea why, but the Seven of Swords always comes up as a weight issue card for my clients. Hiding under clothes and sneaking food you shouldn't eat are traits of this card, as is sudden and abrupt weight loss. But either way, you're being asked to consider your weight right now and see if you're being totally honest about your condition. Where are you being sneaky with others in your life? Where are you feeling cheated? When is a good time to hide the truth and when is it a bad idea? That's the ferret. Well, there you go, bombs. Ba-ba-ba-bum, bum, 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 bum. I got no sneakiness in my life that I know about. Bum, 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 bum. We should run a shark cage and get right up close. Yeah. What? You can't swim in salt water. Baboons and cobras, red. What are you guys talking about? Wow. Madalena, my dear South African sister. Sweet Marilena. Hello, Ganja Biodedra. I don't know if I said that right. Derahu, current feelings of me reconciliation. Nothing will convince you to swim in the ocean? Okay. uh, if there was a cage. I have a terrible sense of humor. Don't even listen to me. And YJ, if you're picking up my thoughts, don't say it. Don't say them. I'm making weird jokes underneath my brain. And you know how it's like underneath your voice, you know? It's like I'm thinking all these weird thoughts based on the conversation. It's just kind of funny. Whoa. Who am I reading for, by the way? Does anybody know? Does anybody have a clue who I am reading for? Passion, talking, and giving away. Okay. Interesting. We did Bomber. And who is after Bomber? I think it was YJ. YJ. Why, Jay? Hello there. Dusty trails to you. I'll bear that in mind, YJ. You'll do it if there's a cage. Yeah, you don't want to be too naive. Hey, Drake. Oh, you watched your friend get... No, I wouldn't want that. Oh. Okay, Ganja. But we're doing things in order because in order of when people came. So those that came before still have to go. So there's a line. Okay. YJ, your turn. Two of Swords. Interesting. Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Okay. I'm sure you already know. Decisions. It's Wilson's Plover. Decisions are not always easy to make. It can be so easy to talk yourself out of doing something you really want to do. But ultimately, you need to make a decision. Will you go with your gut or go with your head? Everything looks so magical on the shoreline that you can't stay in this in-between place for long. Things change quickly here, and your time is limited. There's no room for procrastination here. Wilson's plover only wanders to the shoreline during twilight to feed, spending the rest of her time further inland on protected sandbars. Twilight is much like the shoreline itself, a meeting place, a place where nothing gets to stay and anything and everything is possible. The shoreline is a meeting place in land of sea. This is instance, practicality, and creativity. The Two of Swords shows the two mental processes present, logic and intuition. Both are available to you, but you can only choose one. You can wade into the shore and dip your feet in the creative energy of the waves, but you have to decide where you will end up, be it back on the familiar dry land or take the plunge into the watery depths of the unknown. Well, he's already told us not if there's a damn shark. Only can you decide, and only you will be held accountable for your choice. In business, you currently have two very viable options at your disposal. Stop waiting for a guarantee that one will be more beneficial than the other. The longer you stay in the energy of indecision, the longer you block your benefits. Don't look to others to make decisions for you. Be brave and trust that you and only you know what's best. You know exactly what you need to do for your own good, and for whatever reason you are still on the fence, just keep in mind that the only person who will continue to suffer from your inability to do what needs to be done is you. What else happens? What else needs to happen before you can make this decision? How does doing nothing serve you at this time? And what if there is no wrong decision? Interesting. Maybe there is no wrong decision. Maybe you're fretting over a decision for no reason at all. Okay. Great smoking mirror again. You saw me mix the cards. Boy, this has got to be what's going on right now. This has got to be some planet has got to be causing this or something, because this is coming up so much tonight. Great smoking mirror. Time of reflection, time to reflect and realize that there are different opinions. Realize that not everybody sees things the same way, and you may not be seeing things clearly. Wow. And then making a decision. Wow. So if your indecision is because it's not really clear, that can be what this is. This is a kind of a looking within card to clear things up. This has to do with, let me see, is there anything else here? Looks like you're a little more set on your left brain, which is logic. There's your left brain is saying one thing, your right brain's saying something else. You have a tendency to be leaning a little bit more on your left brain right now. Try to look at it in a balanced way. Yeah. Take it from people who have died. When your time comes, it comes. If it's not the time, it won't come. That's the way it is. Ganja, I told you there are people ahead of you, dear. Yeah, what exactly does that mean? And I'm not sure what you mean. That's kind of a foreign tongue there. Dia Rahul, what is that? Current feelings, Americans? I don't know. I'll read your cards, but I don't know what you keep asking. Gee, that's terrible, YJ. It's a good thing he had a dog with him. Expansion and peace. Well, Ganja, I'm going to take, I don't know what you're asking, but the answer lies in here is the peace pipe. Making peace. Something that needs to be, you need to make peace with. An expansion is tell your story, and there is some expansion coming up, coming for you. Reconciliation, I'm not sure what you're reconciling with. I don't really understand that. But we'll get your other card here. Those two fell out, so since you keep asking, I'll just we'll let you go here. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. This is a woman who has money. She's very solid. She's an earth sign. She knows how to handle money. Whoa. Unlike me. No, I know how to handle money, actually. Handling this book is harder. Hang on. Here we go. My sinuses are not going to like this. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, and the animal they have chosen for this is the pig. And she looks like she's in hog heaven. There's nothing nicer than sun on my skin and wind in my hair for me. It's the best time in the whole world. No interruptions, no conversation, just me and whatever I need to do for myself. This is why mud baths are where you will find me on special days. Self-care is the best sort of care a queen could ask for, is the message from the pig. Pig energy has long been associated with abundance, good fortune. In China, people plan years in advance to have children in the year of the pig. In Celtic culture, the sow, or pig, is considered auspicious. No matter how you slice the bacon, piggies are very lucky and they know it, and this is why they are always the first to treat themselves to me time. The Queen of Pentacles wants you to stop making excuses as to why your time isn't important enough for you. Why is it that you can free up time for others but not yourself? The Suit of Pentacles is about resources like time, money, energy, and health. And this little piggy wants to know if you're using these resources to benefit who you are first. Self-care is important, but few of us will actually follow through on it on a regular basis. The Queen wants you to take time now. Book that massage, take a day off, buy new shoes, do anything that will make you feel abundant, as your soul already knows it is, and trust the lucky piggy to bless you in return. In business, this queen knows how to manage money. Just like the pig, she knows only too well how to bring money to her for what she wants and needs. The queen loves business and thinks spreadsheets are sexy. She wants you to make sure you know exactly where your money is and where it is going, so you know for sure you will always have what you need. If this queen likes you, and I mean really, really likes you, she will give you the world. However, rub her the wrong way and she will deny you all she has to offer. Take a good look at your relationship and ask if you are giving freely, or if there are conditions around what you give and when you give it, or this energy is affecting the current state of your relationship. So how is the me time coming along? Often in healing practice, I hear excuse after why someone can't or won't take care of themselves to heal. If you are more attached to your excuses in healing, then you have a big problem. Lucky the Queen of Pentacles is here to show you another way. What are you not allowing or allowing yourself time to celebrate in your personal victories? Are you just more attached to your excuses than feeling happy, healthy, and abundant? How often do you formally schedule time for yourself? This card is all about basking in some luxury, allowing yourself to bask in some luxury, and not denying it to yourself, and setting things up so that you can do that. So, along with the expansion and the peace pipe, yeah. Oh, well, that's actually very good. It looks like things are going to be expanding for you, and whatever it was you asked, it looks like things are going to go positively. So, rub her the wrong way. Oh, hear me. Yeah, I don't have any family either, Bummer, so I don't have any family left. They're all gone now. Okay, and the next person, I think that's Merilena. Oh, Merilena. Merilena is the next up. Oh, pop, 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 pop. Yeah. Queen of Swords again. Oh, Marilena, you've got to be decisive. It's time for you to really be decisive. And I'm sorry, but this is another maybe kind of a rough lesson. Sorry, really. She's a tough lady. She says time is up. Decision must be made. And should I stay or should I go? You have to go. You have to find a way to go if you want to go. So the time is coming up really quick. I know you say you're ready, and I hope you are, because she's saying you may have to do some things that, let's put it this way, she's no nonsense. She's all business, okay? You got to be very businesslike about this. You can't be airy-fairy in any way. You're going to have to be very business in order to accomplish what you want to accomplish. And I know what you want to accomplish. So you're going to have to make sure everything is in order. Get ready, because it's coming up pretty fast. And there won't be very much time when it happens to think about what's going on. So I hope we get you sooner than later healing. Okay, but this is also seeing into the future. Can be used for looking into the future and scrying. So this is a time of healing. You have been healing, and this is good. There is some more healing left to go, but you're doing well. You're moving along. This card is a hard lesson, but you're doing it. You have the right attitude. This is the attitude you have to take. We do what we must do. This is the energy of I do what I have to do. Okay? You're going to be fine. But you're going to have to be very, very decisive. Okay. Who is next? Me woman, I think. Yep. Right. You have to be ready, ready, ready. When it happens, it will be very quick. Linda Bennett is in, so Linda will be after Drake. Right. Okay. Guess what? Bunnies. Bunnies fell out. This is multiplying. And this is sharing, me woman. Your card is about sharing the wealth. Sharing the information, sharing the wealth, sharing and multiplying. You are going to be prosperous. Your assets will multiply, or whatever those assets are going to multiply. Okay. And this, I will look further into that card in a minute. That is definitely a card of material wealth. And also, this is a stable and happy home. Okay. And isn't that the wish of all of us? Well, cards are just flying out of the deck for you. Ritual of joy, something you're going to be very happy about. Well, some kind of financial matter is going to go your way, dear. It's going to go your way. Our power says so. Look at this. You're so happy here. The sun rays are coming down on you, and here is your happy home. And things multiplying. I'll read more on this in a minute. Okay. And rabbit is considered generally lucky. But it says, take note of more than money. It's possible that, let's see, things are going to be moving fast for you. This moment won't last long, so admire your handiwork, but prepare to move on to something more meaningful and long-lasting. So it looks like a change of business and career. Looks like in business and career things are changing. Rabbit speaks more of a legacy than of continued accumulation. How will you be remembered? How is it building a legitimacy outside of the prophets or a legacy? How can you take the blessings of your family into the community? Can you take a bag of groceries to your local food bank or join together with family and friends to donate money to a cause? The rabbit and Ten of Pentacles ask you to extend your good fortune out into the world. Count your blessings today. Sing your gratitude loudly as possible. Let the universe know you want more of this. Focus on what you do have and let the feelings multiply until they fill your body up. The rabbit says, what will you do now that you have what you need? How will you maintain your resources and keep yourself in abundance healthy? What gifts have you been hiding that those around you need right now? Miss me, woman. I'm scolding her a little bit because I think I know what this is about. Hidden gifts, darling. Okay, and people need them. Yes. Ooh, knives. Knives. Sharp, shiny, shiny, sharp, sharp and shiny. I bought some Klingon blades one time and they got stolen. It was really sad. I really like the Klingon stuff. It's kind of cool. Oh, we'll talk about knives another time, though. Knives and swords. I like shiny, sharp things. Is there anything wrong with me? Ah, I'm kidding. I do like blade weapons, so I really like them. I just like looking at them. I like handling them. And I like using them for the proper purpose. Everyone got a mini rolled. Mini drill bits, mini sewing kit, mini knives, mini measuring tape, a mini survival kit. That's really cute. That's a great gift. Yeah, it is a great gift. Okay, Drake, here we go. This is you. B. Freeman. B. Freeman, you're after Linda. Hello, Linda. Okay. Drake. Whoa, you got death. Something's ending. Something's ending so that something else can start. Whoa, and this is falling out. And this is an honor, is honors earned. This is also sometimes a change of life. Sometimes this means you're reaching a milestone in your life. It can also be an advancement in your business. The death card means an end and a new beginning. And to that, I'm going to have to do a summary, a quicker summary, because we already read this card. But don't worry, we're not going to miss you. We're not going to skip. It's a California condor. Vultures bring death right up into our face. We don't want to know what happens to an empty physical vessel once the soul has left it behind. It's not polite dinner conversation, but the knowledge of completion has power of regeneration. It's really less about the physical death of a person, but the business of death as a whole. The idea of ending something. It's a cycle, not a one-way trip. Energy is in every aspect of physical experience. When this card turns up in a business reading, you know something has come to an end. Trying to stop it is a moot point. But you need to handle it correctly so that you can move on and grow from it. See what's going on in your business that needs to complete and focus on finishing it well. This card can bring with it the energy of new life as well. Relationships go through cycles with their beginnings and endings, and it's time for new cycles to pass, come and go. This is a good thing. It means something new is about to happen. Holding on to the energy, belongings, or situations that don't serve you will not create the life you want, so let it go and let the energy of death do its thing. California Condor not only represents the energy of death, but it has come back from the brink of its own death. It is making a healthy comeback into the world. To be honest, we need reminders of death and the part it plays in our lives. For to truly understand newness, we must get comfortable with the idea of death. So how many ideas have you had that you rejected outright or been talked out of by other people? How many relationships have come and gone whose energy you have not fully released yet, allowing the energy to leave its old form and be birthed anew? How many carcasses do you have stacked up in your energy field? I don't know. You're not one of those Jeffrey Dahmer types that has a bunch of carcasses, do you? I'm kidding, Drake. I certainly hope not. Okay. Yeah, duct tape. Duct tape, duct tape, duct tape. Like I said, I wouldn't still have the tip of this finger if it weren't for duct tape. So, so, okay, who's next? I think it's Linda. Did I do? Oh, I didn't do Linda. I gotta do Linda. Linda. Oh, Linda. Do, 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 do. They thought you were nuts. Well, who gives a? You gave it with your heart, with a good heart and talk on it. Yeah. Red Green thinks so. Remember, we're all in this together. And if you can't be handsome, at least be handy. If the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Isn't that the way he always said it? Okay, Linda. Ten of Pentacles again. Well, you got some good stuff coming too, Linda. A happy home and things multiplying like rabbits. Great card. Very happy card. That is the card of the happy home. Happy home life. Good things happening. Okay, happy family. North Shield, wisdom and gratitude. And this is in the place of the home or the elder. And this is abundance and also gratitude. Being really truly grateful for for the abundance that you have. This is some things that happened probably around Thanksgiving, looking at this. Good things. You know, it's time to really be thankful because you have this in your life. This is a part of your life. And the more happy and thankful you are about it, the more you'll get in the future, Linda. Good for you. Good for you. B. Freeman. This is for you. B. Freeman. You're welcome. Okay. B. Freeman, the Eight of Pentacles. This is the mountain goat climbing up a steep hill. But you know, the thing about mountain goats is they can make these climbs. It's like you're climbing and you're going to make it with practice. This goat is practicing to make it up that hill. Okay? So it's work in progress. I'm getting there's a work in progress. And just keep going. You're going to get it. You're going to get results. I'll read more about it in a few minutes. Okay. Finding what you need, Vision Quest. You're going to be very happy about it. Okay, you are going to be making progress. There's something you're going to be very happy about. Eight of Pentacles. Oh, oops, almost went by it. Mountain goat. If you look careful, you will notice I'm not as clumsy as I used to be. I've seen how each place I need to step has a special mark. With each pass through this part of the mountain, I become more sure-footed. You will also build your confidence and become sure. The one golden rule is don't look down. When your life depends on every step you take, you will be sure to master your footwork. And this is what the mountain goat is doing in the Rocky Mountains. The path is one that has to mentally remember and build into muscle memory. Put in the time to master your craft and build muscle memory. This will then turn into habits, and then it will become second nature. The Eight of Pentacles wants you to hang in there and keep going. The more you practice, the better your skills will become. And before you know it, you will be in demand. The Eight of Pentacles says, work like no one's looking or cares. Do what you do because it means something to you. The card often means putting in some extra time and effort but there will be rewards. Hang on. There, no half measures. Roll up your sleeves and get down to business. And in terms of relationships, be the best darn friend, partner, or lover you can be. Show up in a relationship giving it your all. The Eight of Pentacles wants you to be more attentive and practice being more present to those around you. Health and well-being. When the mountain goat shows up, letting you know each step you take gets you closer to your health and well-being goals. This means each step is a personal win. Remember, health is a skilled journey. It takes practice. Just know that with the Eight of Pentacles on your side, you will actually begin to see your progress. Where do you need to do more, be more in your life? What skills would you like to sharpen just for the sake of it? And how sure-footed do you feel in the world at the moment? This is a card of putting one step in front of the other, and things get better as you go. It's an ascending path. So I feel like you're working on something and you're seeing it. You're climbing that mountain. Okay. So whatever it is you're doing, it's like climbing a mountain, but you're getting better and better as you go, and you're getting higher as you go. Okay. And now I'm taking, I think I've done everybody. We're 2 hours and 16 minutes. Does anybody want to ask something else? Like something to do with the world, something to do with situations, people, whatever. K2? What's K2? Do my reading. Oh. What happened to my foot? Okay, I'm confused. Oh, okay, I'm going to do reading for me. Hang on. Reading for Mama D, and we'll figure out what me woman is talking about. Okay. What? 9 of Wands. Well, that didn't take long. Also, advance. Look at this. I got warp on it too. Also, advancement. You earned the advancement. You're going to get some kind of honors. This is 9 of Wands. There's another goat. And I can't remember right now what 9 of Wands is about. Hey, so I'm going to look it up and be just as surprised as everybody. Okay. When you have what others want, there will always be another battle just around the corner. Yet what the untrained warrior doesn't know is that with each battle, you become stronger, more focused, more committed to your goal. Your scars are more than repaired wounds. They are badges of courage and honor, and each one makes you tougher and more resilient than before. Gosh, I hope so, because then I'm going to be Wonder Woman. In our card, we see the lone dominant male preparing himself for another season of defending his leadership. He can physically see the toll of his success, but what we can't see is his resolve to keep what he has worked so hard for. The very first time I saw a ram, or bighorn sheep as they are also called, was on a boat ride down the Colorado River in my home state of Nevada. They were hard to see at first as they blended so artfully into the sunburned barren rocks they lived on. To say they pick very harsh living conditions would be an understatement. Yet somehow they thrive where others would find themselves failing. Here in the Nine of Wands, we see some of the scars you have gathered as you've made your way through the suit. But this is not the time to give up. You have worked long and hard to get where you now stand. Draw on your inner strength. Brace yourself for the last lesson you have to endure for the time being. In business, there are always those who want to rip off your ideas or try to move in on your territory. The Ram says, let them. Let them try to be something and someone they are clearly not. You've earned your place, and those around you know this. Never forget that you will still be standing when all of the wannabes have failed and fallen. In family and relationships, a couple that stands together never falls. Instead, they patch each other up, lovingly heal the wounds inflicted by those who seem jealous of what they have built, and always remember that you will accomplish more together than you will apart. Strengthen your resolve and allow your relationship to flourish when the conditions are harsh. In health and well-being, it takes courage and stamina to walk a healing path, as many will want to pull you off of it or distract you from doing something that they themselves feel unable to do. The Ram says, stand your ground and draw power from the inner knowledge that you are doing exactly what you need to do for your own spiritual, physical well-being. How do you handle obstacles and objections? What do you normally do when the going gets tough? Are you good at finishing what you started? I'm getting better at all these things. The mountain goat is saying, okay, you got a little farther to go, but you're making it. You've been through a lot. You got some battle scars, but you're making it. Keep going. Okay, I will. Absolutely. So keep going. And you know what? This, I think, this keeps coming up because this is my 65th birthday coming up. That's what I think. Okay. It says it's not over yet, but you know, the lessons and stuff aren't over yet, but it's coming. Okay. Wow. Okay, now what are we looking? He's captured the flags of the other clans. There you go. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all for coming, really. I'm not telling you to go away right now. I'm just thanking you all for coming and saying I love you, because I keep saying, please tell people you love them, because a lot of people are leaving. And if we have a question about the world at large, we can do this now. And we can ask about if there's a situation you want to ask about. If there's anything other than that, if you don't want to have anything more to ask, we can just discuss stuff for a while. Okay, thank you. And I kind of can see where my reading hits too. Sometimes I really feel like I've been through a heck of a lot. But I am beginning to see results from all I've been going through. And as you know, I've been trying to get health. I've been working on getting healthier. I've been, and I have been. I have been getting healthier, and I have changed my diet. I've changed my lifestyle. I've changed a lot of things. Needed Bomber needed you look up. There are two other questions before mine above. Okay, wait. I have a question: how to manage my current situation. Okay, would love some insight. And Reading for my foot. Can I ask about communication roadblocks? Yes, you can. Okay, YJ, communication roadblocks. Communication roadblocks. What do we need to do about the communication roadblocks? YJ. Here you go again. You know what? This is a prosperity card. This is not a bad card. Giveaway ceremony. Okay. I think what it's saying here is releasing. Something needs to be released. Whether it's a state of mind or an attitude or a person or a thing, something needs to be given away with love. Something needs to be released. Over here, the Ten of Pentacles is things multiplying and sharing. Okay, so, and I read this earlier, of course, and they were talking about sharing. And I would say sharing. It's has something to do with the concept of sharing, getting together and sharing. I'll read it, look into it a little more and see what else I can glean from that. But this is clearly some things giving away, some things will make you happy. And right. Okay. Well, a legacy rather than an accumulation. And it talks about a flow in family and relationships. It says, how can you take the blessings of your family into community? Can you take a bag of groceries to your local food bank? Join together with family and friends to donate money to cause you believe in. Rabbit and Ten of Pentacles asked you to extend your good fortune out into the world. And Health and Well-Being says, count your blessings, sing your gratitude loudly as possible. Let the universe know you want more of this. Focus on what you have and let the feeling of thanks multiply. And I think this is very much about sharing. This is very much about giving things away. This is very much about generosity. And maybe that's the answer, is generosity unblocks. If I get any more on that, I'll let you know. But it's about sharing, and it may be sharing your feelings as well. Okay, me woman wants her foot. What about her foot? It is Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is a beginning, something beginning. Self-expression, the beginning of self-expression. Somehow, whatever's going on with your foot, it has something to do with self-expression, how you express yourself, or how you're not expressing yourself. It can be that too. Let's see what the cards say about Ace of Wands. Okay, almost there. Okay, Ace of Wands says, Firefly, are you able to read signals? Can you decipher the message I'm sending you? Not everyone will be able to decode the message I send, but I think if you try really hard, you'll be able to figure it out. Our message is one that can be understood not with your mind, but with your heart. When I speak, I do so with the language of my heart's desires. Let's see if your desires match up to the light I am offering. This is a message of the Firefly. During the day, Firefly looks like any other bug. It blends in while the sun is shining and is easily overlooked or missed altogether. But come nightfall, it shines so bright it's impossible to miss, because you see, the firefly needs the contrast in order to shine. In fact, it's contrast that creates the perfect environment for this member of the beetle family to show its uniqueness. The light the butterfly produces is for mating purposes, which means they shine in order to attract that which will fulfill their burning desire. The Ace of Wands wants you to understand that you too must seek the right sort of contrast in order for your light to shine. You can be mistaken as one of the crowd, but you're so much more. Inside you, the Ace of Wands burns with intense energy. You just need to find the right place for unique gifts to be showcased. Ace of Wands wants you to take your inner light and shine. Wants you to trust conditions are right for you to seek a stage on which to showcase what you have to offer to the world. Now it's time for your unique gifts to be revealed. Don't wait any longer. Really, they're sending out SOS love signals. They're, oh wow, complex codes. It's true, their pattern jumps are complex codes and can only be read by their perfect mate. That sounds like a complicated way to find a partner, but in reality, you do the same thing. You send out certain code, and only those who truly understand it will respond. So are you getting the response you want, or do you need to work on your love signals? The firefly is not what you would call a courageous bug. He's just doing what he's created to do. He shines when he can and fades into the crowd when he has to. Here's the important part. He never tries to stay in just one state. He knows he has to roll with the punches. It's just the way of the world. He can't shine in the day, so why waste his energy? Take the lesson to heart. Don't allow yourself to waste your energy on resistant patterns of behavior. What sets you apart from those around you? Do you know what your true heart's desire is? And where can you shine your light the brightest? But this is talking about code. Girlfriend, are you getting the messages? This is code, sweetheart. Whatever happened to your foot, look at it in terms of code. It's a message. My goodness. Self-expression. This is all about self-expression. Look at that. Girl. Ooh. Focus the intent in the details. Okay, here it comes, Bomber. Okay, now let me see what people are saying. Oh, I know you're very generous. I know you are. YJ, and that's why I felt like I had to run down here and look at the comments um, to find out what you're saying. I know you give all the time. You are extremely generous, and sharing your feelings is why you are getting roadblocks. Well, it wasn't reversed. So, but it might be, if you want me to look at it, I'll look a little closer at it. Um, okay. How good are you at receiving? That could be another way to look at it. How are you at receiving? All right. And your foot has a spot shaped like a big eye, and the big toes shaped like an eye. Interesting. Well, you know, yeah. YJ. Okay, there we go. This is it. Maybe you have so much, you give so much away. It actually makes people good to be able to give. Maybe maybe it's time to let people give to you too, because that's all about sharing. It's not just giving one way. That's sharing. This is talking about sharing it within the family, sharing things, not just a one-way ticket. Okay. And maybe that is it. Learning to receive is tricky. I even have to work on it because, when you said, I'm going to do this or I'm going to send that, when people say that, I almost say, oh, no, you don't have to do that. Or when they actually pay me for something that I did that was good, sometimes I almost say, and I'm used to saying, you don't have to pay me for that. That was just, but you know what? I'm like everybody else. I need to pay for things. I do a lot of good in the world. I think I do as much good as I can. Uh, I work too on behalf of people and try and help them. And so if you've got a chance, please donate this way, because we've all got bills. And I understand that you've got yours too, but it's hard for us sometimes who are givers to receive, and we have to work on it. Just like um, just like we have to work on everything else. What's your life purpose? Okay. Oh, Marilena has to go. Love to you too, Marilena. Take care. Oh, I do want to talk to you sometime when you get the chance. Call me on WhatsApp. Yeah. Well, YJ, just sit tight because actually things might change in that direction because I've been thinking about that. Okay, I'll just tell you, YJ, I'm working on something for you. So just hang on. Hang on, pal. You're going to get, I love y'all, right? And YJ, you're like another me. So, uh, you're going to get something for your birthday. Okay, love? Okay. So maybe that's it. You need to receive. We're going to do that. Yes, we can, Project Skyfalls. We can do that. Hi, Sarah Liz. How are you? Okay. Who wanted to know their purpose? Which actually I'm pretty good at that, even though you kind of pick your purpose. Oh, is my life purpose to help animals? Is that what your heart says? And are your gut and your heart in agreement? Project Skyfalls. Only you know. Okay. If that's where your heart is, then that's your purpose. But I will say, like I told somebody else earlier today, ask the universe and then be open to what it tells you. Because so many times the universe gives us an answer and we act like we don't know what it's talking about, like it doesn't know what it's talking about. We like we just pass it off. Three times I asked what my purpose was when I felt the energy shift. First time I said, "What is my purpose?" After I died, what is my purpose? The first answer was to learn, and then I felt an energy shift, and I said, "Okay, what is my purpose now?" And the answer was to teach. Then a third time, I felt an energy shift, and I said, "What is my purpose?" And the answer was free the slaves. And I had no idea what that meant. And I went on a journey to find out exactly what that meant. But eventually I realized we're all the slaves. Okay. And so my purpose is to help free the slaves, which I am doing as best I can. So that's one thing I could tell you about finding your purpose. Sometimes you get an answer, but you don't understand it. And yes, butter some color. uh, yeah, me too. I have a lot. Oh, God. Look, colored duct tape, a pile of it right there. Rainbow, wavy, tie dye, flowered, bright colors, along with the silver. Ah, yes, the duct tape shrine. Sure, you can, Sarah. Right. That's just part of it. I have a box in the back. When I see it in a different color or a really cool pattern, I have one that's in like graffiti. I end up getting it. Okay. Okay, Sarah Liz. Here you go. And it is, whoops. Are they out there all? Okay. The Eight of Pentacles. You are, it feels like you're climbing a mountain. However, you are making progress. No matter what it looks like, you are still making progress. Keep going. That is a card of whatever it is you're working on or whatever it is you're doing, whatever pinnacle you're trying to climb. It is a card of keep going. You're going to get it, whatever it is. You'll get there. Medicine bowl is healing. Okay, it's usually about healing, and sometimes it's about looking into the future. But in this case, I think it's healing. It says keep going the way you're going. Healing is happening, and you'll be able to see the results of it if you keep going. Okay? Golfers, gaffer's tape. 35 a roll? Holy cow, you have a Jones. James has been waiting. I did James. Yeah, I've seen gaffer's tape. I've been on the stage. Right. Waterproof Gorilla duct tape. James, I did your reading. Bomber, I did James's reading. Right. You see, me woman has just found out that she has, just like in her reading, has found out that she has an ability, a hidden ability. So can we help you with some healing? Why, yes, we might be able to do exactly that. Because she's been working on that. Today we had a talk, and she found out she can do remote healing on me. She healed something remotely on me. So that's exactly what we were talking about. And when it talks about healing ability, share your healing ability with the world, this is what it's talking about right here. So we have a new healer in our midst, folks. Yay. Congratulate her. This is a new thing. Right. We can do more than just vibes. Okay. I got you, babe. Sinus problems, the mucus won't go away. Oh, heck. We can handle that kind of thing. See, I've been having a runny nose and everything, but I know I got allergies. But if you got sinus problems and mucus, it won't go away. It feels like you got an infection, Project. You've got some kind of an infection going on, I think. You're more than just an allergy. Well, maybe a fragrance allergy that's led now into an infection. But if you can clear up the allergy part, the infection, okay, you need salt water, you need saline water, no spray, okay, and you need salt water to gargle with it too, and you need I have been giving people for that because there have been a lot of people that I've been giving them a mixture of ginger, mint, fresh ginger root tea, fresh mint tea, cinnamon, and lemon. Lemon is to cut the phlegm, cut the mucus. You can also use apple cider vinegar to cut the mucus. Drunk hot, it should loosen things up. I've been giving this to people, sometimes with the mint, sometimes without the mint. Don't always have the mint. But the ginger and lemon, you can put honey in for, and honey is very good for sweetening in that case. And that should help you with that. Okay. But I used to have that all the time. And because I had a lot of allergies, but you know what? It's when I cleared up the infection, I wasn't having such a bad time with the allergy either. The allergy is not as bad now. But yeah, somehow having that has led to an infection. Not a real bad one, but it's one that you should take care of. Honey is antibacterial. You also may want to consider gargling with silver. Okay? And you know what I mean. Colloidal silver, salt water, colloidal silver, and you want it to be decent salt. You want it to be sea salt or something honest salt, not the other kind. Okay? Those things should help. Okay. Now, when you add mint to it, it has the menthol like eucalyptus. So I recommend if you can get mint to put in there, a little bit of mint, do that too. Okay, hi Ken. You want a reading? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Flushing your nose with salt water helps too. Neti pots work too, but you have to have pure water. If you don't have pure water, they're not going to do you. They might do you more harm than good. Hit the bong really hard and cough your brains out. Yeah, and no sugar. That's right. A shot of apple cider vinegar will help, yes. Yeah, and dairy can make mucus, so it's not a good thing. Sully. Hi. Yes. My donation is up there. PayPal me at Ocean Diana. Thank you so much, Sully. Okay, Ken, let's see what your cards say. And I've got a runny nose like nobody's business. But I know I have allergies, and actually, a runny nose isn't a terrible thing. It's just a thing. I have a little bit of congestion off and on. Like right now, a little congestion. So I'm having that too. but not really mucus. Not really having a problem with mucus. So. Ken, oh, well, Ken, you're in hog heaven. Queen of Pentacles. She's sitting pretty. Queen of Pentacles sitting pretty. It's a very positive card. She's also, though, the one that got damaged when they all stuck together. One of the ones. But she's in hog heaven. And this is a very positive card. We'll go over the basics of it in a minute. But this is a woman, this represents a woman who is a earth sign who knows how to handle money and who handles it well. That's what this represents. That card just spun. And this card fell out. Passion and spontaneity. And fire medicine and heat. It's like something about heat and something about passion, but passion, sometimes it also means how's your internal thermostat? Are you feeling good? Are you how's your thermostat? Good, Ken. Yay. The places you thought were not cancer. Yay. Mucus Aurelius. Aurelius? What did you find? Did you find a string? Mister, look at the handsome guy. The handsome guy says, I would like to play with a string, Mommy. Would you please play with a string with me? Yes. We'll play with a string. Oh, it's a wire. He found a wire he wants to play. Mommy, play with me, please. I'm so bored. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Whoop. There you go. There you go. Cowboy in action. That's very good news. What is it? I don't know. What kind of link is it? Is it a link to another thing? If it's something helpful, sure. Okay. Oh, wow, and it was free. Yay. Well, I am so glad for you, Ken. Duct tape. Once again, duct tape comes to the rescue. Well, he brought me some wire to play with. He doesn't always do this, but he very clearly found himself a toy and decided that Mom was needing to play with him, which is good because he's feeling better. Maybe the message is, look, he's feeling a lot better than he used to. When he first got here, he hardly played. And now he wants to play. He's bringing me a toy to play with. This is actually a breakthrough, people. He doesn't do this. He really doesn't do this. This is the first time he's actually brought me a toy and laid it down and said, "Play with me, Mom." So he is feeling much better. And possibly part of it is it's really cold now. And of course, if I was wearing a parka, I would feel better now that it's cold too. He's probably feeling a lot better because it's. You know, there are a lot of cures. There are cures like crazy. One person used black seed oil. There's also something called alpha lipoic acid. Paul looked it up and found something on how they're using alpha lipoic acid to cure it. So there are many cures, many cures. I cured mine through a lifestyle change, diet and lifestyle. You can cure yourself. It's very curable. They try to make it sound like it has to be pharmaceuticals, but it doesn't. It's very curable. Yes, and you have to have the right attitude and you can do it. Yes, oxygen is not a good place for cancer. Another thing is, once again, cancer loves sugar, loves it. If you're afraid of cancer, you got to dump sugar. As a matter of fact, there are so many things you won't get if you don't mess with sugar and the artificial stuff that they use in place of sugar. Are you done now, baby? Okay. He's done playing for now. He's tired. He's bored. Okay, baby. Little baby cake. Well, this is very good news. My kitty is feeling spry. He's actually wanting to play. Okay. Yeah, I believe the same thing about that, me woman. Yeah, absolutely. I did, yeah, sugar is absolutely a cancer food. Right. And exactly. You don't want that getting in your blood and going just wherever. Yeah, they had me all set up for a biopsy, and I said, hell no. No. Yeah. It is. It's a symptom. It really is a symptom, not a disease in itself. It's a symptom of other problems. Okay. So, well, that explains the hog heaven. Things are going well for you. Things are going much better. And the passion and spontaneity, that's, well, you are, I heard you stream. You are a very spontaneous and passionate person when you stream, for sure. It can also sometimes mean anger. But in this case, probably it's just being passionate about something. Yeah, tell them where to kick rocks. Exactly. And yeah, keto allows your body to take extended breaks from sugar and insulin and all that. And the fasting gives your body, it starts to, what do they call it? It starts to eat up all the junk. Okay. It'll eat up redundant skin cells. And if you do it the keto way, oh, it'll also eat up bacteria. It'll eat up old dead cells. It'll eat up everything. Your body will start to get rid of the trash, take out the trash, basically. And people who do the fasting along with the keto and carnivore, they don't get the hangy skin, because people who lose weight very fast other methods, a lot of times they get this hangy skin and still don't look good. Because the fat goes, but the skin is still there. The redundant skin is still there. So the way I'm going, I'm not going to have that. It's going to go. It's all going to go. The redundant skin is going to get basically recycled. And so, because really, I've been through that hangy skin thing before. That's where I started to get that. It's awful. Kale can double as duct tape? What? Yep. And ketosis causes you to use all your stored stuff. I do have to warn you that if you have been poisoned like I have, I underwent some heavy duty poisoning a few years back. And also, there was black mold in the apartment I lived in for 18 years. Once you start losing weight, you may have symptoms because stuff is dying. Okay. And if you're getting rid of the fat is going to be releasing stuff. And if some of the stuff that was stored in the fat, because when your body doesn't know what to do with something, it stores it in fat. And I am finding that I get rashes everywhere that I sweat. I got to watch it at random, just at random. Not like right now, no, but I have to take showers frequently when I start to feel a rash start, because I'm shedding toxins. So, yeah, and toxins store in fat cells. Kill his duct tape was a joke. That, that's, but I love it. Yeah, keto is very healthy, and they're now trying to say, oh, it's not really that good. Bullshit. I'm telling you, this is the first time in a long time I have been able to lose weight. My body was just holding on to swelling, and you could see it on me, the swelling. It was inflammation. You didn't get a copyright or a strike? Ken, I'm so proud of you. Wow, that's unusual. Thank you, me. Thank you, me. Thank you, sweetheart. You're so sweet. Okay. And thank you so much, whoever was donating. I really, truly appreciate it. Whoever was asking about donating, bless you. It costs me $30 a month to stream, which is not much to some people, but to me, it's a fair amount of money. It adds up in a year. So it's nice to have a little help with that. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Sully, I'm glad you popped back up, because you weren't talking and I was trying to scroll up and see what was going on. Okay, this is for Sully. Six of Pentacles. Pentacles is usually about material things and money. And stone people, records and knowing revealed. This is records. Keeping records. This is money. Hang on. Please be blunt. Okay. Hang on. Almost there. Okay. I'll read you what the book says and then I'll give you my interpretation. Although it only takes one person to be the seed of change, it takes the power of many to transform that change from a thought to reality. As one single energy, you may feel powerless, but the energy of many will be able to conquer any and all obstacles that may present themselves. Okay. It says organize, get organized. Interesting. A chicken. I'm trying to figure out how this goes with your question, so hang on. The Six of Pentacles mixed with the energy of chicken is the beginning of a movement that can either enact change for the better or create a riot. Huh. In family and relationship, here you go. Do you allow those around you to help you? The chicken warns you that being a martyr can end you up as becoming dinner. Trying to work it all alone will only end up with you feeling alone. Work with those you love and not against them and see how much you can accomplish together. But this card seems to be the Six of Pentacles shows how one small action can have big long-term consequences. Are you ready? Enlist the help of those who see your healing vision as clearly as you do. Well, it's interesting because this is about love and relationship. Now, this is not a goose, but for some reason, it's like the golden goose. I'm feeling that how does he see you? He almost sees you as a golden goose. He sees you as a partner, yes, doesn't want to be alone. Might think you are being a little chicken in the situation. But the part I'm seeing when I look at this card is it's almost like the eggs are gold. And it reminds me of the golden goose story. So he sees you as a valuable asset. The stone is about records and record keeping but it's stone. It's records knowing revealed. Somebody's looking into your past. Interesting. Have you looked into his past? Perhaps he's looking into your past. This is something to do with records. But yeah, that's what I'm getting from this card, is the golden goose. Even though it is a chicken. Does it make any sense at all? Well, he's seeing you as an asset. an asset. That can also come with love, but he definitely is seeing you as an asset. It's part of it. This can also sometimes be legal stuff. Mm-hmm. And this can be history too, a history. Hmm. Well, you want me to be blunt. He sees you as an asset. This part is maybe additional information. You'll probably know when it happens. But somebody is looking into somebody's past. Whether it's you looking into his, maybe you should look into his past, maybe he is looking into yours. If you want to know, you should probably Google him and find out everything you can about him, just to make sure you know what you're dealing with. If that's not it, then there's some other situation like that. But I get the feeling that somebody is looking somebody up. Somebody is Googling somebody or looking into records. Okay, he sees you as an asset. Well, it's not a bad thing. He sees you as an asset and a partner and a possible partner. So that's not a bad thing. Not at all. But it does imply that he's going to expect something from you. So it's not a bad thing. This could be a separate matter, actually, even. And I'm not seeing what this is, but you might just want to look into things and check records. I don't know if this is some kind of, I mean, records can be all kinds of things. It can be history, it can be all kinds of things. I have a feeling you'll know it when you see it, when it comes up. You'll know what this is later. This is not a bad card. Not bad. Just, yeah, because it's talking about partnership, among other things. Well, we've had a really rough past. Well, he's your ex. Well, then this was good for him. In that case, he saw you as an asset and a partner. But like I said, he expected you, okay, in past tense, he expected you to produce something for him. Now, in some relationships, this is a good thing. In other relationships, it's not. Do you understand what I'm saying? In your case, it sounds like this is not a good thing. It sounds like maybe this happened in a negative way. See, this card is not good or bad. It's just a thing. How it plays out is going to be different depending on your situation. If that's all he saw you as, that's not good. This, you've had a horrible history. Okay, there's going to be legal ramifications to this. Then that's what this is. It's And maybe there should be some legal ramifications, because this can be the law called into a matter. I would say then, in that case, be very careful with if he has a bad temper or something, really be careful. I would say if you can stay away from him physically, would be a good idea. Does that help any? He says he has no feelings. I think he does, though. If I have to look at it, I think he's got feelings, but not, once again. Yeah. Yeah, that's not really good then. He might still be trying to figure out how he can have you as an asset or make you an asset. I don't know. Yeah, this is the card that I'd worry about. This is not strictly a bad one, but you know what? Like I said, it might be that he just wanted to use you. Yeah. Sully, you may want to protect yourself in some way. You may want to just be careful of this guy. Because if he sees you as a commodity, you're telling me that he's not been very nice. This is a food animal. Chickens are food animals. It does. I will read you the whole thing. But I'm getting a little tired, so that's the only reason I didn't read the whole thing. I'm starting to wear out as far as readings, and I'm going to have to switch to just discussion really soon. Like after you, Sully. I think you're going to be the last one I'm reading, because I'm just wearing out now, running down. Okay, I'll read you the whole thing. It only takes one person to be the seed of change. It takes the power of many to transform that change from thought to reality. As one single energy, you may feel powerless, but with the energy of many, you will be able to conquer any and all obstacles that now present themselves. Message from the chicken. In many totem classes, I have seen the faces of those who ended up with chicken as their animal guide. This is because they see the magical power animal as a meal and not as a guide. But food has a lot to teach us. One single chicken may seem completely useless, but chickens never work alone. They're very organized. They can go from quietly minding their own business to flapping up a storm in the blink of an eye. I've seen it firsthand, and it's the reason I will never set foot in a chicken coop again. The Six of Pentacles is about bringing others together through a single act. The act is often the giving of something, be it money, time, assistance, or advice that in turn helps others achieve a like-minded goal or dream. You could say that the Six of Pentacles mixed with the energy of the chicken is the beginning of a movement that can either enact change for the better or create a riot. Have you ever thought of connecting your business to a charity or organization you believe in? The sort of collaboration is a win-win. It shows your clients and prospective clients you are a giver and you get to be part of something bigger than yourself. Do you allow those around you to help you? The chicken warns that being a martyr can end up with you being dinner. Trying to do it all alone will only end up with you feeling alone. Work with those you love and not against them, and see just how much you can accomplish together. Are you prepared for things to go right? The Six of Pentacles shows how One small action can have big long-term consequences, but are you really ready for that? Enlist the help of those who can see your healing vision as clearly as you do and create the movement towards success now. How organized are you? Where can you offer assistance to those around you? What sort of movement do you wish to be a part of? I'm thinking one of the things that might also be saying based on this is you might want to look for a support group. Does that make sense? It's okay, Sully. You know, I'm not just here killing time. I'm here to help people. That's what I'm here for. It's part of my job here. I'm doing this to try to help people. I hope it helps you. And yeah, I would say maybe it's time for a support group. Okay. All I know, I'm feeling better. I'm losing swelling. I'm losing weight. For the first time in a long time, I'm finally losing weight. I'm finally small enough to fit into pants that I couldn't fit into a few months ago. And it's been very hard for me to do that. Okay. Are you taking off, YJ? Okay, YJ. Love you. Night night. I'll see you in the other place. Dream well when you do. Oh, let's not have an argument about it. Everybody, what have I said about experiencers? My experience is what it is right now. Right now, if it becomes a problem and it starts making me sick, I will stop and do something else. This is the way I've always been. So don't worry. If it starts to become a problem, I will stop and do something else. But right now, it's working. I can switch. I can switch my tactics anytime I want. Hello, Fadela. Yes, you certainly can. Okay. Fadela, you have um, some new abilities coming. You will find that you have the ability to do more things than you thought you could do before. This may be even on the psychic level. So you're going to have some kind of new ability. And it is Ten of Swords. Now, there's a lot of swords there. Don't be afraid. Okay. Um, Ten of Swords. Pigeon. Your supply is always flowing and growing, but to stay within its flow, you have to move as it moves and go where it flows. Staying away from the flow means certain pain and hardship. You cannot grow where there is nothing left to support you. Admit it and move on. Pigeon is often referred to as rat of the sky and is considered more of a pest than a totem animal, but like the rat, the pigeon has many lessons, and only the fool would turn their backs on this bird's wisdom. Due to easy food supply, these birds have become urban dwellers, and unlike their human urbanites, they prefer the company of others. Pigeons can become quite territorial about land when this eating is good, but not territorial enough to defend it when the supply has run dry. This is the lesson of the Ten of Swords. Your supply has run dry. It's time for you to face it and move on. Staying where you currently are is only going to bring you pain and misery. When it's done, it's over, and like the pigeon, it's time to find a new flow to be in. Don't fish in only one pool for clients. Eventually, that pool will dry up and you have to move to another one. Uh, don't let your pride stop you from admitting that you had a good run, but now it's time to move on. In family and relationships, it's not a good card to see in a relationship reading. It means things have come to an end. It means the relationship itself sometimes, and sometimes it does not. But most times it does. That said, it can represent an ending of any kind, maybe an end to an argument, maybe an end to a legal matter, or an end to a hard time. But either way, you must be prepared for the energy to move you on, as it no longer serves you to stay in place. I have to admit, I would not want to see this in a health reading. Uh, if it does, you seriously need to take a good hard look at habits that are doing you harm. The Ten of Swords comes as a warning, and if you ignore it, you will just bring yourself future pain and discomfort. Are you trying to stay somewhere you no longer belong? What are you in denial about, and where do you need to go to make sure your bounty continues? Okay. At the risk of being kind of blunt, it's telling you that in order to get these new abilities, you need to move on from an ending, something that died, and let it go. Let this situation go. Okay. I hope that helps you, Padilla. Okay, me woman. Ah, okay. Everybody's leaving, and it's 333. 3-3. We had been on for 3-3-3-3-3-3-3. 3-3-3-3-3. Yes. Love you all. As always, take care. The truth is where you find it. Hope you're finding some on my channel. And tell the ones you love that you love them, because let them know, because people are going to be leaving. The other thing is, remember that you are divine. You are creators. So create well and wisely. And I really am grateful for everybody who comes on this show. And I am really grateful for everybody who comes to my chat and everybody who comes to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. And so with that, in this week of Thanksgiving, oh, Kai is here. Well, there you go, KF. Sometimes things work out. How you doing, Kai? I was just about to end. So it'll have to be next time. I've been on for over 3.5 hours now, sweetie. And it's time to rest and go see my friends in SOR. Okay? Nice to see you, though, Kai. And nice to meet you, Fadila. Or Fadila, or I'm not sure how to say that. Okay. Love you. I'm leaving now. I'm going to go over and see my friends in another chat. Well, good for you, Ken. I'm so glad to hear that things are finally going well for you. A lot of times, if you just hang in there, and I think you did it right, you stuck to your guns, health wise and everything. Very proud of you. And you actually made it through a show with no strikes. That's amazing. Really proud of you, Ken. You're making a lot of progress. Okay, I'm out of here. I really need to rest now and go chitty chat with people. Okay. Night night.